A newspaper is the heartblood of the community. It's the first citizen among all the citizens.
In a small office in the heart of downtown Creswell, Helen Hollier and her staff record the history and the happenings of this rural Oregon community.
I felt that I could chronicle for posterity, basically, what this community has been through and where it's going.
In April of 2004, Hollier bought the Creswell Chronicle.
I could provide accurate information for the community when they were making decisions.
She has no formal training in journalism, but discovered being an anthropologist prepared her for the job. Both careers study human beings everywhere and throughout time. She's a natural at what she does, and best of all, she loves it.
I could make sure that people had a forum to communicate with each other and that they learned about each other.
In a day and age where big city newspapers struggle to stay alive, small community-based papers hang on because of the connections made with their readers. Births, deaths, marriages, and keeping up with the news and events of the day are not filler, but important aspects of life that must not be forgotten. Former newspaper publisher, editor, and college journalism professor Dean Ray noticed what Helen was doing at the Creswell Chronicle and stepped in to help teach her the business.
She was running around with a new camera and asking a lot of questions, and said something about she didn't really know too much about newspapering, and kind of off the cuff I said, well, if I can be of any help, let me know.
Ray started his career setting type, something he still dabbles in as a hobby. He understands the importance of small-town papers and the role they play protecting our freedom.
I think it's important that we, in the future, that we have the Helen Holliers who are available and willing to invest their lives and their resources in informing the public, because the people need to be informed about how government is operating.
The Creswell paper started in the early 20th century. The current Chronicle dates back to 1965.
People walk in off the street saying, I'm visiting from Kansas, and my mother lived here in 1970. Could I see if there's anything in the paper about her?
Hollier wears a number of hats. She's a reporter, photographer, editor, and publisher.
You have to love it. It's not financially lucrative, and it's a 24/7 kind of situation.
She understands the business. She understands the importance of what she's doing here. She goes to great lengths to ensure people are part of the story. The Chronicle introduces neighbor to neighbor, showing a bigger perspective to the people who live here.
It's soulless without that human connection. There's no reason to have it without that human connection. At least that's part of my value system.
Helen Hollier never dreamed her love of anthropology would lead to owning a newspaper. Her world travels, her time in Africa, her interest in people and how they live led her to the perfect career.
I love the name of the Chronicle because it tells that we're preserving the way these people lived, basically as much as forever can be.